still kind of want to feel like they didn't do it maliciously, but it's a possibility maybe they did. Maybe they just didn't want to be on your stream, or maybe they just don't with you.
Yo, what's good? Life is Strange here. Like, sub, do all that. But today, I'm gonna step away from the shenanigans and rap and teleport over to the horseplay going on over in the streamer world. So anyway, while I was slaving away at my 9 to 5 making about $10 an hour, an interesting clip came across my register. So I guess Sneako got dubbed in Vegas by fellow streamers Cenat and the glizzy gobbler himself, IShowSpeed, and was pretty upset about it, leading to him going on a Matrix-ass rant that I found pretty entertaining. Oh yeah, and also we'll be hearing a couple of academics' takes on the situation. But if you watch my videos, you already knew that. But with all that out the way, let's get right into it. Before we get into the clips though, I just want to say I don't have anything against Sneako. That's actually my favorite starter Pokemon from the Hoenn region. But seriously though, I kinda respect the dude, not his viewpoints, but how he was able to run up a check on the internet. I don't care what nobody says, you don't just get a fan base and make a career off YouTube or other streaming services by luck. You gotta put in some type of work. So good shit to him. And to all the people saying it's easy to blow up if you just keep on throwing a bunch of shit at the wall, shut the fuck up. I've been throwing shit at the wall for years and I'm still working at Burger King. And worst of all now, my whole house smells like shit. And I can never bring hoes over because of said shit smell. So yeah. Anyways, just take everything these content creators say with a grain of salt because it's all for money. I'm almost 90% sure anything a streamer does is motivated by some type of financial gain. So just be careful. I'm old enough to see it, but I know a lot of kids can't tell the difference, so they actually believe a lot of the drama. But goddamn, I've been running my mouth. Let's get right into the first clip.
Their manager said in their ear, you know this, I know this, and everybody watching knows this. They completely ghosted you, Adin, because you were brand risky, because you weren't profitable to hang out with. What happened to the friendship there? You know who was there? You know, it was like Kai, when you got accused of grape allegation, when last year, New Year's Eve, when they tried to accuse you of grape, who was there on stream defending you while everybody else was silent? Well, everybody else was like, what? I immediately defended you because I know that they try to do that to successful men. As soon as you get to the next path in life, they try to bring up some false allegations, and I defended you, Kai. And then you walk right in front of me. Adin, same thing when you got canceled. These people were not your friends. They only fuck with you when it's profitable for them. This whole influencer shit is like high school times 10. It's all a giant popularity contest. There's no loyalty whatsoever. They smile and do a little dance and bark, but none of them actually even like each other. They only pretend to so that they can get more money and fame. It's all fake. And so if you notice that this is not messing with whatever you're doing, take it as a sign that you're doing something right, bro. They try to lump me in with these other influencers. I want to reiterate right now, I am not like these other niggas, man. I am not like one of these other influencers. I'm not them. Sean Strickland doesn't seem to understand that. A lot of the people in the MMA community, they think that they're lumping me in there. Bro, the only videos that they allow of me on YouTube right now are videos of me getting punched in the face. The Random Dawa Muslim channel, they're deleting every single video off of their channel because I'm speaking positively about Islam. If I'm ever clipped in a positive way on YouTube, they take it down. You know, like, hey, here's the influencers. They put me on the other side. And I'm the one streaming on Rumble every day. Every day. But they put these guys, Kai and Speed, who stream like, what do they stream like 6 times? They walk out the red carpet for them. I get it. I get it. They're not a brand risk. They're, they're jumping around, they're dancing. They're not going to speak about anything that is going to cause a problem, right? They're not going to, nobody's going to, you know what to expect when you get them. But don't call me one of these influencers when I'm not one of them. We're not in the same category. It's not a superiority thing. I have to be in the different section. People are afraid that I might ask a question that's gonna lose them a brand deal.
Y'all, Lizamir is Sneako whining like a little bitch. Like I just said I respect his grind, which I do, but does he not sound like the boy who cried wolf? Let's be 100% clear. Everything happening to Sneako he asked for. Part of the reason he has such a huge fan base that follows every word is because he is so off the wall and does the wildest things. Like, be honest. And if y'all think I'm wrong, let me know down below in the comments. But we can all agree if Sneaky wasn't so outspoken, his digital footprint would not be as big. So when I see him whining, complaining about why certain people would not want to mess with him at certain events, it's like, dog, what do you expect? If I'm over here making millions and doing my thing and staying out the way, why the fuck would I want to be around a dude who says he likes the movie Cuties? Let that sink in. But no, for real, let me know if I'm tripping, cause come on, what Sneako is doing is cool. He's making his bag. He's making a difference in his community, I guess. But why should other people fuck up their bag because of what another dude got going on? If them boys don't want to speak on controversial subjects or be around that, you can't force them. Let me know what you think about all that in the comments down below. But let's move on to academics' take.
Narrative is that, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Adin is the Sneako of the 3. Like the top 3, everybody knows the top 3 streamers are Kai, Speed, and Adin. Adin is the Sneako of those 3. Like, he's the person they look at as a brand risk. He's the person who kind of seems to be persona non grata, if you know what that means. But still, he still collaborates with Speed and Adin, because they're friends, right? So again, Even if I'm supposed to believe what Sneako says, and I do actually agree with a lot of what he's saying, Kai is very brand friendly. Speed, even despite certain things that he's done, is still there because the kids love him and they've made him like whatever. But Adin is not that. Nigga, they look at Adin like he's a piece of shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, yeah, you're not seeing brands run to Adin like, hey, Adin, we want you to. No, they look at him like, no. So again, the same way how you're looked at, Sneako, he's kind of looked at. And I know he wasn't the guy who walked past you. It was actually, Kai and Speed. And I don't know, like I still kind of want to feel like they didn't do it maliciously, but it's a possibility maybe they did. Maybe they just didn't want to be on your stream, or maybe they just don't fuck with you, right? And potentially, and here's the thing, even as you say that, when you have a stance, it's kind of like me, right? Like, we can't play victim necessarily when we know how we're making our way, right? Like, for example, I'm the outspoken guy in hip hop. I'm not the guy who's like, oh, hey, just invite me to your little like listening session. A lot of these guys, they like me. A lot of these guys hate me, right? What does that mean in turn? You're not going to see me hanging out with a bunch of these guys. And a bunch of these guys, you won't hear speak positively of me, right? Now, does my voice still resonate? Of course. But if you want to see acting all the mixy shit, I'm probably not going to be there, right? You know what I mean? There's a lot of niggas who are popular who don't like me, and I don't care for them neither. So, again, it kind of comes a part of it. You have to pick your struggle and you got to pick your path. And I think the path you've picked before, I think the only thing for Sneako is that Sneako historically has gone from thing to thing. Like, he was red pill at first and then he went on to some other shit. As you're going from thing to thing and you're almost like recreating yourself, the shit you did over there still matters. Like, people still remember when you was wilding with Nick Fuentes or whoever the fuck that nigga is. You know what I mean? They still remember when you was on that arc. And that's what's coming back to bite you.
So lately in my comment section, there's been a lot of talk of me always agreeing with everything the fat chipmunk DJ Academic says. And to that, I say maybe you have a point. And I'm sorry to feed your point with more evidence, but I have to agree with what Academic says in this certain clip. Like, come on. I think the part about him saying we can't complain about our situation when we know the reason we got to where we're at is because of the stance we made and the type of content we chose to put out, which is 100% true. I always wonder why certain outlets and people in the industry would go out their way to shit on Act and not fuck with them. But as I got older, I realized when you keep it a bean and speak the truth about certain subjects, you are going to, without a doubt, piss off some people because the truth hurts. And for Academics and Sneaker's case, a lot of their content coming up and still to this day is speaking their mind, whether right or wrong. And for Freako especially, he has been known to grift from ideology to ideology. And when you do that, people just don't forget about all the controversies you caused when you were repping one ideology just because you're done with it now.
So as Sneako do be racist sometimes. Hey, listen, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these things come back to haunt you, right? And you got to take the good with the bad. Bro, you think at times I don't be like, yo, look at this guy getting, like, this guy who I think I'm in either the same league or I might be bigger than, he's getting these opportunities. But then I realized that, bro, you talk shit and clown everybody in the fucking game. You think they're going to be like, hey, like, let's have you in these, like, certain positions where they want to have the guy who's non-controversial and just, like, fun or funny? No, bro. So you're going to just, bro, be cool with where you're at. Like, hopefully you've built an empire and a mountain where you're at that you don't want to. They used to be saying this to me like, yo, you just be mad because you don't get invited to the table. Shit. At this point, nigga, I'll control the narrative. Whatever tables they got going on, that y'all bunny hopping over there, selling y'all souls, sucking each other dick. I made them tables look corny. I'm cool where I'm at. You feel me? I'm good. But trying to be accepted. And by the way, honestly, truth be told, I did spend a lot of time in this industry trying to be accepted. I wanted to be, you want to, because you have this thing or this thought of what success is or what being a part of the game is. Like, it took me a while to even acknowledge I was a part of the industry because I thought being a part of the industry was being a part of this boys club. And I still don't feel like I'm a part of it. But I realized, fuck that. As long as you have an impact on the industry, you are in the industry. You get what I mean? It's not a club. It's not a kumbaya. It's not everybody just like hanging out. It's, do you have an impact on it? But there was a lot of times I was like, oh, no, okay, I'm trying to. So, I guess my message to Sneako is, bro, you've developed a thing about you and you've developed a path, and hopefully in you developing that path, that's how you honestly feel. The only way you should be upset if you said things, you did things, you agreed with things that you didn't genuinely were willing to die on that hill. If you only did it for entertainment, or you were following other people, or you wanted to be other people, that's where it should bother you. But if you are being yourself, man, fuck everybody, bro. You just got to do what you got going on. And respectfully speaking, you're a big streamer. You pull 20,000 people when you're live. Yeah, I get it. Kai pulls 80,000 and Speed pulls 100,000 and Adin pulls 90,000, but it might not be in the cards for you to be the biggest streamer. You know what I mean? That's what you also have to accept. Like, what's meant for you is for you. So what you've created, maybe the max is like 20, 30K. Fuck it. Ride out. You know what I mean?
Now, something that is going to be very interesting is to see where Trico goes from here, because like Academic said, I think Sneaker is peaked. Like, where he is now is probably as big as he's going to be, just because of the fact that it seems he's being ostracized from a lot of the other big creators. But I'll once again say, a lot of that has been brought on by himself. But if he really believes the causes that he stands on and speaks out against, and if he really believes in the movement he is pushing, can he really be that mad? He should be happy. All the greats of the internet who speak out and stand for the people get done like this. Look at Alex Jones. Matter of fact, I think that's a good comparison. Y'all know how NBA and NFL drafts do like their player comparisons? I'm about to turn into Mel Kiper real quick, but I think Frico's player comparison or career trajectory might be similar to Alex Jones, or at least he should try to make it similar, because whether right or wrong, Alex says what he wants on his own platform, and he still seems to make a big enough impact even without other mainstream creators supporting him. But I need y'all to let me know down in the comments how y'all feel about how Sneaky got done and if it's well deserved or not. But that's gonna do it for this video. I'm out.